Hey folks, it's time for this week's edition of Living Soil and Worms, and this week, we're talking about one of the summer garden's biggest battles, heat stress. Whether you're growing in the desert or just dealing with a seasonal scorcher, we've got tips to help your plants keep their cool and your soil stay chill. When temperatures rise, your plants aren't just sweating, they're struggling. Excessive heat can slow down growth, wilt leaves, and even halt fruit production. But it's not just your plants. Soil microbes also start to shut down when things get too hot. These microscopic workers need that sweet spot of moisture and temperature to stay active, so when it gets too toasty, the whole system goes out of sync. There's more than one way to throw some shade, in the garden that is. Trees, tall plants, and even garden structures can provide natural cover. But when you need something more immediate, shade cloths are a game changer. Natural shade creates a more dynamic ecosystem over time, while artificial shade gives you the flexibility to move coverage as needed and fine-tune your garden's microclimate. When choosing a shade cloth, it's all about picking the right density for your plants. Light feeders like lettuce and spinach may appreciate a 50% shade rating, while tomatoes and peppers can usually thrive with just 30%. Think of it like SPF for your crops. Too much, and you block photosynthesis. Too little, and they're back to sunbathing in distress. If you find this type of stuff interesting or useful, do me a favor and share, or join our community in the description for more tidbits of information. Now let's get back to it. Another way to stay ahead of the heat is to be strategic with where you place your plants in garden beds. South and west-facing areas tend to get the most intense sun, so consider moving sensitive crops to spots that get morning sun and afternoon shade. Raised beds dry out faster, so they may need more shade or mulching than in-ground setups. Speaking of mulch, it's your garden's summer sunscreen. A nice thick layer, about 2 to 4 inches, of organic mulch like straw, wood chips, or shredded leaves can dramatically reduce soil surface temperatures and lock in moisture. It's like giving your soil a cool, shady blanket so roots can relax instead of roast. Hot soil equals stressed roots, and stressed roots mean unhappy plants. By keeping soil temps in check with shade, mulch, and smart watering, you protect the delicate root hairs that are responsible for taking up water and nutrients. When roots stay cool, the whole plant stays stronger, even in a heat wave. And finally, don't underestimate the power of planting buddies. Tall crops like corn or sunflowers can act as living umbrellas for heat-sensitive companions like cucumbers or lettuce. This natural shade partnership is called companion planting, and it's a beautiful example of how smart garden design can mimic nature to create a cooler, more resilient ecosystem. That's it for this week. Thanks for watching, and we'll see y'all next week.